Hello and welcome to WordPress Insights with Sophy. WordPress Insights is a series of videos that will contain essential tips that we hope will make the experience of editing your website an easy one. Before we get started, please give this video a like, subscribe and click the notification bell to get informed when our next tip is live. Comment down below if you have any questions about our topic today or if you need your question about WordPress answering. In our last video, we went through the process of adding and removing WordPress menu items. Today, we're going to take a look at the editing toolbar that WordPress provides. You've probably seen this before, but we'll be taking a closer look into each item and exploring when we may use each feature. The first step is to be logged into WordPress. Then, you need to navigate to the page or post that you're going to edit. In my case, I will be editing a post, so I will go to the dashboard. Then I will click on Posts on the left hand side menu, and then I will click on the post that I will be editing. This is the WordPress Classic Editor toolbar. You may see some items on here that you don't recognise, or you may think that some are missing, but this just depends on the setup of your WordPress website. We will just be going through the standard options that WordPress provides. Before we get started, an important thing to note is that everything I do and everything you will do will look different on the website. This is because we will have different themes with a different setup which determines how our sites look. With that, let's start from the top. Just above the toolbar, the Add Media button is where you go to insert images or files on your page or post. Moving to the right, you will see two options of visual and text. The visual editor is where you will get to see how your post looks on the front end and what the styling options look like. The text editor is more for seeing the actual coding that puts your page together. I'd only recommend working in the text area if you are familiar with HTML code. With that in mind, I'm going to switch back to the visual editor. Before we get into the toolbar options, we're going to open it up so we get to see more features. To do this, hover over the icon that looks like this, and on hover has the text Toolbar Toggle, and then once you click this you will now see more options. Let's start looking in the toolbar options now. The first item we see is a drop-down box which currently has Paragraph selected. If we click the arrow, you will notice we have a variety of options. We have heading options from 1 to 6. Headings are important not only in the structure and reliability of your page, but also for search engine optimization. A heading 1 signals that this is the title of the page and should be relevant and meaningful to the page contents. As we go down in the sizes of the headings, they get less and less important. The best way to use headings is to use heading 1 as the title for the page, heading 2 for a subtitle that goes with the title, and the other heading sizes for various subtitles throughout the page. We also have the option Paragraph. This is for the standard text on your page, and most of the content on your page should be in the paragraph format. The final option is Preformatted, and this basically allows you to type text before any styling is applied to it, including spacing and any font. Now, we move to options that almost look as familiar as Microsoft Word. You can see options here for bold and italics. To use these two items, you will need to highlight where you would like the style to be applied, and then press on the icons. The next two are options to have a bulleted list or a numbered list. The next option that looks like a quotation mark is for a style called a block quote. This is a useful option if you have information from a source outside of your website that you would like to appear as a quote. The next three are for alignment. The first is left, middle is centered, and the third is right. Next, we have the hyperlink option, and this is how we will add a link to our content. To use this, you will need to highlight on the text where you would like the link to be added. Then, in the pop-up box, you will paste or search your website for the page you would like to link to. The next option is the Read More button. Clicking this will insert a line that says More. This option should only really be used on blog pages to display shortened versions of a post where users can then click through to read the rest of the article. Next, we have the strike through and horizontal line options. The strike through is basically if you would like to show your audience visibly crossed out text, like this. The horizontal line option allows you to put a line across the page as a separator between content. The option next to this is a font colour changer. When you highlight some text, you can choose a colour from the selection of colours in the drop-down. You can also open up the custom colour wheel and create a colour of your own. The next option that looks like a clipboard with the letter T is an option to paste plain text. This is very useful if you have copied text from a Word document that has styling on it to avoid any errors on your website style. Next, we have the clear formatting option. This is useful if you did paste in text from another source that has carried styling over. Alternatively, if you have completed a section but aren't happy with the text styling, you can start over with this button. The next option along the toolbar is a symbol icon, and this allows us to add on a choice of symbols to your page. These are standard symbols and include items such as copyright and fractions. The next two options are Indent Styles. The first option reduces the level of indent that you have, and the second increases it. The last two options are Undo and Redo, helpful whilst you're working on your page or post and need to undo any mistakes. Thank you for watching WordPress Insights with Sophie. We hope this video has helped you with your WordPress website. Please give this video a like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. For further information or to get the most out of your WordPress website, please get in touch with us via our website, beechwebservices.co.uk, our phone 01925 387 040 or by email info@beechwebservices.co.uk. Thank you and we hope to see you next time.